I just want to thank you again for sharing your various stories, sharing your experience with Circle, um, with the idea that maybe somebody's going to resonate with something that you've said and be like, oh yeah, I want a space like that. Oh yeah, I'm where she was and I want to find what she's found.
Yeah.
Because there's so many people who could be served by Circle, but if we don't know what Circle is, then we can't be
Yeah.
served by it. So
Yeah. And in saying that, to give a little bit of insight, you know, for me, like Circle was a regular space where I got to be whatever I wanted on that day, supported by. And so there are, like, you know, you have the conversations that you can participate in as much as you want. That was really key. Like, knowing that it is a container where you can show up exactly as you are and get exactly what you need in that moment. So if you need to be integrated into the discussion and talk, then like go for it. If you need to ask questions, then you do that. If you need to not say anything, you need to not say anything. But if there's anyone that's kind of like looking out and they're like, oh, well, this sounds, you know, I'm curious, I would just say, like, well, you have to go for it, because you get curious about things that are talking to a piece inside of you. And the more we deny that, well, we're actually doing the exact opposite of what Circle's doing. Circle's teaching you to recognize that and act on it in an empowering way, right? So the first step is saying yes.
and with the final thought about Circle and what you just shared, I see posts all the time. It's like, babe, just be yourself, right? And that's great.
Mm-hmm.
But before I held Circle, I didn't know who the fuck that was.
Yeah.
Be yourself. Which version of me do you want me to be right now? Was my best attempt, right? And I just heard you say is like, show up as yourself, and show up as whichever version of yourself is there today, so that you can get to know the various versions of yourself and be like, oh, I'm going to keep this one and I'm going to chuck that one. And none of these have actually been the real me. I've just been trying various things. And so for me, one of the things I hear often the most, and what was true for me, is Circle's a space where I get to figure out who the hell that is on a weekly basis, because it's not the same every week. I'm like, who are you this week? Who are you today? Right?
Yeah,
And
that's such a good
that
point.
space is really, it's different than any other space that I've seen that women can come together and support each other. And we're going to help you figure out who you are today and whoever the hell you're going to be next week, and that's fine. So I just want to thank you again for sharing your stories and letting us in to your life. So
thank you for inviting me and for your patience and everything. And yeah, thank you. Thanks for holding the space continuously for different groups of people and showing up every single day to serve in the best way that you can.
it is totally my pleasure. It's how I do my learning. Thank you, my
Yeah.
love. As you know, now you know, right?
Now I know. Oh God, now I know.
Yep, just a little bit deeper into the pond. Yeah. Thank you, my love.
Yeah, it's a deep
Have a
pond.
beautiful day.
You
Thanks.
too. Bye-bye.
Bye.